A very simple and straightforward video in today's, guys. We are going to have a look at the regular financial markets, which will set the stage for crypto. And we are going to have a look, of course, at Bitcoin. I'm going to show you some Will Portal data. I'm just going to outline a little bit the scenario that I think is going to happen or has a high likelihood of happening. And we have seen this scenario in the past as well, which makes it so interesting. It makes it really, really interesting in terms of narrative and in terms of price action and in terms of the global situation that we are in right now. So let's just start with the situation that Trump is really forcing Jerome Powell to cut interest rates. He really wants the interest rates to be cut, but let's leave it in the middle, guys. Like, if this is all a stage, if this is all an act just to get these interest rates going, because there is something bigger at play here. There's something way bigger at play here, guys. And that is, of course, with the financial markets, the structure, the fundamental underlying structure of the financial markets is not sustainable. And Jerome Powell knows that, Donald Trump knows that, everyone knows that sooner or later this is a system that can completely collapse. That's because there is so much pressure and imaginary money that's propping up the prices of the regular financial markets. So something what we have seen in the year 2000, like what we have seen after the dot-com bubble popped, the crash, I think it's very likely that we are going to see something like that in the near future. But, and here comes the big but, we first going to see an extreme mania, an extreme period where everything goes up, where people are becoming so optimistic. You heard the word already, golden age. And this is what I think is going to be one of the biggest traps. And that's going to be this piece of price action. So previous time, we also had, like, I've drew some line right there. This is basically the dot-com bubble, right? The internet bubble. And this is basically the AI crypto bubble, right? But we have not seen that acceleration yet. So we are going up and we have seen a big correction, similar as we have seen right here. But we have not really seen a blow off top or really extreme euphoria. Well, we had a little bit extreme euphoria the moment the president launched his own meme token. But I think nothing compared to the dot-com bubble yet. And that has also to do with the altcoin prices, because altcoins haven't really seen that much increases, right? So let's have a look at this chart, guys. So the interesting thing is that we have here, we came into this range, right? From these two dotted lines, we came into this range at the resistance. We touched the resistance and we dropped this completely back to the support. There was a big drop, guys, during those times. There was a drop of 20%, right? Right now it's the same, of course. We touched that resistance, we dropped directly to the support, 20%. So from that support, as you can see below here, I have the interest rates. From that support, let me zoom in a little bit, guys, because a lot of people talking about we are going to still see lower levels. Well, we might do that, but it might be a big trap too. So we bounced from this support, then we rolled over, and then we touched this line again, and then we took off. And as you can see right here, this was exactly the moment that the interest rates were being cut. So the markets were rolling over again. People start to panic more. Interest rates are cut, V-shape, bam, and it went really fast. And this period, guys, especially when we are trading at these higher levels, a lot of smaller internet companies were doing really good. $1 billion valuations, and eventually they all went, or a lot of them went to zero, and they completely left the stage. I think we can see something similar right here as well. The moment we are going to get the news from Jerome Powell that interest rates are being cut, I think this could spark a V-shaped recovery. So yeah, guys, now let's have a look at Bitcoin. Before we are going to have a look at Bitcoin, guys, quick announcement. If you want to trade over on Bitunix. You can join with the affiliate link down below. You will get a 10% bonus on your first deposit, and depending on your trading volume, you will get an additional bonus as well. So for all the traders interested in that, you can sign up with the affiliate link down below. Now let's go to Will Portal, and let me put my camera a little bit right here, and we look at Will Portal on a daily time frame. And I brought up this chart a couple of times, and the thing with this chart, guys, is, for example, right here, it's looking already pretty bullish, right? But this is, you gotta imagine, this is the daily time frame. So when it looks here bullish and we are going up a little bit, you know, it is completely inside the structure to test these lows again, or to come a little bit lower, because we are looking at on a daily time frame. So when you can, for example, right here, things are starting to look more bullish, right? But we go a little bit up, we still come down, we still come to these lows. Right here, it also starts to get a little bit more bullish right here. We go up, but we still come down. But you have to see this. You can watch this, of course, in a shorter term time frame. I mean, you can even watch this on a 1 minute time frame, guys. This is such a, I think 5 minutes might even be better, but this is such an interesting indicator, because here you can see exactly, if I put my camera right here, how this works, right? We go up, increased selling pressure, you know, we go down, decreased selling pressure, we go up, increased selling pressure, we go down, increased selling pressure while we're going down, we're still going down. So this is basically how it works on the shorter time frames. But if we go to the daily time frame, it works the same, but just with a longer time frame. So what I'm seeing right here is the market conditions right here, where we had extreme selling pressure, we had extreme momentum that is rolling over, as you can see right here as well, big bearish divergence. This moment, and we also talked about it, this moment is a very high likelihood that we are going to see a correction. And how long that correction is going to take, how far that correction is going to be, we don't know yet here. Here we just know that all the data points to no further upside. That's the only thing that we know right here, at least in terms of probabilities. And that's the most important thing, because there are no certainties, right? It's just probabilities. Now, when we are looking at the same data, guys, it is the exact opposite of what we have seen right here. So we have no to very low selling pressure, sometimes even buying pressure coming in. Momentum really negative, can swing back to positive. This momentum indicator, when it gives a nice crossover, soon we will have, of course, a bullish divergence. So we right now see the opposite of what we are seeing right here. So if you right here were bullish and you bought more Bitcoin, for example, and you didn't do profits, right? Then to sell right here is really not smart to do when you look at this data profile. It is because it's the opposite. These data profiles, you want to take profits. For the moment, you are seeing these data profiles because that's what you want to put your chips back on the table. But yeah, I wish we all were that smart, because it is, of course, more. It's easier said than done, because we still have the emotional game that is coming in here as well. That's exactly also why I actually developed an indicator, which is the sentiment. This is really for short-term traders. It will overlap the emotional state of the markets as well. So green is, of course, a bullish state. Red is a more bearish state. So you can see generally during this period, we have been, especially right here, we have been very bullish. But you can even do it a little bit further and put, for example, the fear and greed index as well. So that can even tell you right now a better picture, because right here we had greedy levels right here. We had greedy levels on the fear and greed, and in the short term sentiment reading. Everything points from this point, and maybe we can even let's get rid of the sentiment, because it always confuses a little bit with the heat map. But when you take this data profile, like a square out of this just look very bearish, right? We have high sentiment, momentum indicators are overbought. We have selling pressure, which is live data from the exchange. So this all points to more downside. Then we come down, and right now we actually get the complete opposite picture, guys. That's why I'm so bullish. Because it can take time, and we maybe see a little bit lower levels, right? We maybe drop a little bit lower, and it might take some time. We might go up next week, but we might go up in 1 month and maybe even in 2 months, right? But the data profile picture right now is more favor for the bulls than for the bears. So selling at these levels, for me personally, doesn't make any sense. I first want to see a little bit of a different data profile again. And maybe if we are really bearish and we're on a bear market, then we don't get up that much. But we will see that right here as well. We would get something like this, like a small green period with probably a little bit overbought momentum indicators. And also the sentiment and fear and greed index coming back up again. So guys, this is just what I'm watching. I'm thinking that the bull market is not cancelled. I'm remaining in position for my altcoin holdings. I believe altcoin season will come as well when this is going to explode. I think that we are in similar territory as we were in 2017. 2017, guys, Bitcoin went from... what was it? 3,000 to 18 or 17 or 1800 US dollars. That was a very big correction, very steep correction in 2017. I have some news articles for you in 2017. So, and that was right before Bitcoin went to new all-time highs, right? So July 2017, largest cryptocurrency exchange got hacked, over 1 million worth of Bitcoin, and Ethereum got stolen. Well, where did we heard that before? We have, for example, right here. This was already when Bitcoin he made all-time highs to 3,000 US dollars, corrected to 1,700. Now we have so the crypto market is going down largely due to a lot of FOD fear. This was also posted in around July 2017, where, for example, right here as well, are cryptocurrencies a ticking time bomb? Ethereum co-founder thinks so. This is just news articles that I found around this moment where Bitcoin was correcting so much. And what you can see right here is that there was a lot of doubt. People were not sure about the future, but then again, Bitcoin proved them wrong, shot up, and took all the altcoins with it, because this was basically the launch of altcoin season back in 2017. I have to say, a lot of altcoins were doing earlier probably a little bit better than what we are seeing right now. However, I think generally it's not exactly the same, but the general behavior is looking very similar, right? Bitcoin going very rounded up. Similar as 2017, XRP, the first altcoin that really is taking off, was also in 2017. A lot of Dino tokens, like you guys know, I'm really a fan of lately. Litecoin, Dash, all these tokens I think will do very good in this bull market. And I'm betting big on these tokens, and I haven't sold anything. I keep on holding these tokens because I believe they will do pretty good. Guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Smash the like button if so. If you want to trade, of course, only for experienced traders. Trading with leverage can be very dangerous, and I would always say try to be profitable on the spot market first, or use a low leverage. But if you are a leverage trader, if you have a strategy, sign up on Bit2Next. You don't need any KYC or VPN. With the affiliate link down below, you will get a 10% bonus on whatever you deposit. You can use that bonus for your trading margin, and every profit you get from it, you can withdraw directly. You'll also get an additional bonus depending on your trading volume. So if you're interested in that, check the link in the video below. Then guys, I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video. Bye bye.